All right, practice and qualifying is done. It's time for the final picks video for the truck series. Only got literally about 2 hours for this video to be live and up, so probably is not going to get a lot of views, but hopefully you appreciate a video nonetheless. I don't know if anyone else got free Draftkings shirt, but mine just arrived today, so had to wear it for the picks video, but nonetheless, you guys don't even care about that. So let's just dive into it. Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek, Zane Smith, Chandler Smith, Ben Rhodes, and Ryan Preece in the expensive range. Really, I think you should build around potentially both or one of Zane Smith and Ryan Preece, assuming that they're going to be the lap leader and run away with this race. I think it's hard to pick between the two of them. I mean, Ryan Preece does have the preferred line, and he will control the restart. So chances are he'll be that early lap leader, but he might draw a lot of ownership. So you might go a little contrarian and maybe play Zane Smith, or maybe you play both of them. I mean, both of them have been extremely fast. Both of them look like contenders. I don't see either of them really slipping outside of the top 10 all day long. So I like having either one of or both of those drivers in your line to start, and then trying to pair them with other drivers who can advance their position, gain, place differential points, or finish well and hit value through finishing position. So John Hunter Nemechek is super expensive. He does offer you some place differential upside. He qualified a little bit better than the team practice. My fear is just that team just hasn't had the speed all year long. And I think that, they might struggle, and I don't necessarily see the KBM trucks getting out front and passing, those Fords of Zane Smith and Preece. Chandler Smith is a very similar play to John Hunter Nemechek. He's a little bit more of a GPP play based off of the where he starts on the grid. Ben Rhodes is going to be another place differential play that's a little bit cheaper, maybe a little bit safer, maybe not as much upside as the KBM drivers. But if your narrative is like, hey, I think Ryan Preece or Zane Smith is going to lead all these laps, then you really want to try to find those drivers who have those place differential points upside, and Ben Rhodes fits that narrative. I don't really think I'm going to get to Stuart Friesen or Christian Eckes too much today. Corey Heim is basically, he's a similar play to John Hunter Nemechek and Chandler Smith from an upside potential. I just wish he started a little bit further back in the field. So I don't mind going there. I think he can maintain his running position. I just think he's going to struggle to get around really the first three trucks in front of him. So I'm not crazy about Heim. I might even bump him down to low, but he gives you a nice discount off of Chandler Smith and John Hunter. Ty Majeski looks like a solid play. I really like him. He's been fast all year long. He always seems to find a way to get to the front, to run top three, pick up fast laps. He's even been getting a lot of lap lead points as well. So I like Majeski's upside in his price. He feels a little bit safer there than some of the other drivers in that 9K range. Dropping down to the 8K range, Hocevar is an aggressive GPP play. I don't know if I would play Ryan Preece, Zane Smith, and Hocevar all together, all three of them in the same line, but chances are those are the three drivers I feel the most confident in who are going to be able to get out front and lead laps. Hocevar is a little risky, usually runs well, during the race, and it's only a matter of time before he gets his first win. So we hopefully want to be over Hocevar ownership wise when that win comes. I just don't necessarily know if it's going to be tonight. Enfanger is a little bit more of a GPP play, but only going there if you're trying to get different. Really like Crafton and Kligerman from a place differential standpoint. So I love pairing both of those drivers with a Zane Smith and or Ryan Preece, or maybe a Hocevar. Kraus is more GPP. Ankrum was a little bit more of a pivot play off of Crafton and Kligerman, and potentially Tanner Gray as well. Matty D is going to be a pretty aggressive GPP play. I don't really think I'm going to get there today. Tanner Gray is a risky play, but he's in the same equipment as Ryan Preece, and those Fords have been extremely fast. I think I'm going to be over the field on Tanner Gray tonight, and just hope that he doesn't bring out a caution, and hope that he doesn't blow a tire, and just hope he finishes the race. Colby Howard, he's going to be extremely popular. It's pretty easy for him to hit value. Not getting into Purdy or Deegan. Bodine's another place differential play I think is pretty safe. You can just jam him into cash games. Same with Howard. Both of those drivers are fine in tournaments as well. Would not recommend going to Jack Wood. Timmy Hill, he's okay. Much rather drop down to Lawless Allen, who gives you a little bit more of place differential upside. And we've seen those niche trucks kind of run, if it's not Hocevar, usually the niche trucks are anywhere from like 18th to 22nd, somewhere in that range. So I like the place differential upside. Camden Murphy doesn't have as much experience, but he's a relatively he's in a decent truck. He has a lot of sponsorship this weekend behind him. So I don't mind going there. Not going to get to Bladen Perkins, starts too high. Not really too interested in Spencer Boyd or Stephen Parsons. Dean Thompson is a guy who I think can hit value, who can maintain his running position, might be a little bit more of a tournament play. People might get a little scared to play him based off of his starting position. This is the truck series. We know there's going to be wrecks. We know there's going to be mechanical failures, cars going behind the wall. So maybe you can fit Chris Hacker into your line if you think there's going to be a lot of cautions and he could be a pure attrition play, but that team just didn't show great speed. Jesse Little, only a tournament play. We know he has the capability and the equipment to finish around where he starts. It's just he qualified a little high. So would only have maybe sprinkles of ownership of him. Don't really think I'm going to get to Max tonight. And I can't play some of these drivers down here, mainly for equipment. But one driver I don't really mind, I wish he started a little further, is Chris Wright. He does lead the trucks, I believe, in the number of incidents that he's involved with. So that's not always great and a little bit of a concern. And, if he does have issues, he will hurt your line. So really, I think this is a Zane Smith, Ryan Preece, and or Carson Hocevar type of night. I think you want at least one of, maybe two of those drivers, and then really just build around them with place differential. So like we talked about, Kligerman, Crafton, Gray, Howard, Lawless Allen, Ben Rhodes, John Hunter Nemechek. Like, I think that's going to be the path to hopefully cashing in tournaments tonight. So real quick picks video. Hopefully that's helpful. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll post this over on Twitter. It's at FastCarsFM. But thank you guys. We'll catch you on the Xfinity video when their qualifying is done tomorrow. And then same with the Cup Series video when their qualifying is done as well. So thanks guys, and good luck tonight.